7 essential vitamins to strengthen your legs and prevent cramps in seniors. Keep your legs healthy and cramp-free. Do you often wake up to painful leg cramps or feel that your legs are getting weaker over time? Do not let aging slow you down. This video introduces 7 essential vitamins that help strengthen your legs and prevent cramps. All of them are designed to improve the health of older adults. Whether it is improving circulation, supporting muscles, or protecting your bones, these vital nutrients can truly change the game for anyone who cares about senior health. If you are dealing with cramps, weak muscles, or balance issues in your legs, these vitamins can make a real difference in your mobility and independence. This is not just about comfort. It is about living your best life with strong, cramp-free legs. That is why knowing what your body needs is so important to long-term senior wellness and staying active. Are you ready to strengthen your legs and get rid of cramps for good? Watch now to discover the top 7 vitamins that naturally improve leg health and support better aging. These simple and effective solutions might be just what your body has been waiting for. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Senior Health channel for more expert tips on senior wellness, physical strength, and healthy aging. Keep your legs strong and flexible. 1. Vitamin D. Let us begin with one of the most important nutrients for older adults, yet one that many are lacking without even knowing. That is vitamin D. This seemingly simple vitamin plays a crucial role in keeping your legs strong, flexible, and quick to respond when you need balance. Not only does it help strengthen bones, but it also directly affects muscle coordination and reduces the risk of falling in seniors. Sadly, the ability to absorb vitamin D from sunlight decreases with age. Older skin is thinner and produces less of the substance that helps create vitamin D. On top of that, many seniors avoid the sun because of heat, fear of darkening their skin, or simply due to limited mobility. As a result, vitamin D deficiency develops silently, leading to muscle pain, cramps, unsteady walking, and even falls just from getting up from a chair. Research from the journal Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism shows that seniors with low vitamin D levels often experience faster muscle loss, reduced flexibility, and difficulty with simple activities like climbing stairs or standing after sitting. That is because vitamin D plays a special role in transmitting signals from the nervous system to muscle fibers, helping the body respond quickly and accurately. More specifically, vitamin D helps maintain and activate fast-twitch muscle fibers. These are the fibers that keep you balanced and let you react quickly when you slip or misstep. When vitamin D is low, these fibers weaken, slowing your reflexes and sharply increasing the risk of falling. This is why many older adults feel slower or have trouble keeping their balance, without realizing that the root cause might be a lack of this small but powerful vitamin. Vitamin D also helps reduce inflammation in muscle tissues, which eases dull pain in the legs, especially in the calves and back of the thighs. Many seniors say they feel less stiffness and pain in the mornings after maintaining healthy vitamin D levels for a while. So how can you get enough vitamin D safely and effectively? First, spend 15 to 30 minutes in the sun each day, either in the early morning or late afternoon, to avoid harmful UV rays. Let the sunlight touch your bare hands and legs directly, without clothing or sunscreen. But remember, using sunscreen blocks nearly all vitamin D production in the skin. So only sunbathe when not using sunscreen, and limit your exposure to a safe time frame. If going outside is difficult, you can also get vitamin D from food. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are great natural sources. Eggs, mushrooms, and dairy or plant-based milks fortified with vitamin D are also smart choices for seniors. However, reaching your daily vitamin D needs through food alone is quite difficult, especially for those who eat little fish or follow a vegetarian diet. That is why most people over 60 are advised to take vitamin D supplements. Health experts usually recommend between 800 and 1,000 international units IU per day, depending on your level of deficiency and overall health. The most accurate way to know how much you need is by checking your blood vitamin D level through a test. Once your vitamin D levels are steady, you will likely notice your legs becoming more flexible, less painful, and with fewer nighttime cramps. Most importantly, your risk of falling will be reduced. This is one of the main causes of serious complications in older adults. Sometimes, a tiny vitamin pill each day can be the first step towards staying independent and in control of your life. Have you ever tried taking vitamin D supplements? What changes did you notice over time? If you experienced something surprising or felt real improvement, Feel free to share it in the comments. Your honest story may inspire and encourage someone else who is trying to improve their leg health. 2. Calcium. If vitamin D is the guide, then calcium is the building block that gives your legs true strength. Since childhood, we have learned that calcium helps build strong bones. But as we reach middle age and older, the role of calcium is no longer just about bone hardness. It becomes a key factor in your ability to move, stay balanced, and avoid serious injuries from falls. In older adults, bone density slowly decreases over time, especially in the hips, shins, and knees. These are the areas that bear the most weight when you stand, walk, or climb stairs. This means even a small slip or a missed step can lead to a broken hip or cracked thigh bone, which may cause permanent loss of mobility. What is concerning is that when the body lacks calcium, bones grow weaker without any clear symptoms until an accident happens. Calcium does not only affect bones, it is also essential for muscle contractions. Every time you walk, sit, stand up, or stretch your legs, your muscles rely on calcium ions to carry signals from your brain. Without enough calcium in your blood, your muscles cannot contract properly, which leads to weakness, cramps, and an unstable walking pattern. This is why many older adults feel their legs are sluggish, slow to react, or often cramp up during the night. So how can you supply your body with enough calcium each day? Milk, yogurt, and other dairy products are well-known traditional sources, but not everyone digests lactose well, especially older adults. Luckily, there are many other options. These include canned sardines with bones, tofu, almonds, kale, spinach, bok choy, and fortified plant-based milks. One important point is that calcium absorption does not depend only on how much you eat. It also depends on how well your body can absorb it. And as you may already know, vitamin D is the key that helps your body absorb calcium efficiently. Therefore, calcium and vitamin D should be taken together to maximize their benefits. In many cases, especially for people with restricted diets or digestion issues, calcium supplements are necessary. Health professionals usually recommend that people over 60 consume between 1,000 and 1,200 milligrams of calcium each day. But be cautious. Taking too much calcium over a long period can lead to constipation, kidney stones, or even calcium buildup in arteries if not carefully managed. That is why it is important to follow the rule of correct dose, correct method, and real need. Before starting any supplement plan, you should talk with a doctor or a nutritionist, especially if you are taking medications for chronic conditions. Besides diet and supplements, physical activity plays an important role in guiding calcium to the right place in the body. Weight-bearing exercises such as walking, climbing stairs, lightweight training, or yoga all help. These activities create pressure on bones, which signals your body to rebuild and maintain bone mass. Imagine this: every step you take sends a message to your bones saying, "I am still using you, so please stay strong." On the other hand, if you do not move enough, the calcium you take in will not be used well, and your bones may not retain it. Strong legs are not just the result of taking pills or eating healthy food. They come from a balanced mix of proper nutrition, regular activity, and a positive lifestyle. When you take care of your bones and muscles every day, you not only reduce the risk of injury, but also maintain your independence and confidence with every step. Are you taking calcium supplements daily? Which foods from the list are your favorites? Please share with me how you have been taking care of your health. Your story could inspire someone else to do the same. 3. Vitamin K. When it comes to bone health, most people only think of calcium and vitamin D, but there is one lesser-known vitamin that acts as the coordinator, making sure calcium goes exactly where it is needed. That vitamin is vitamin K. Without vitamin K, the calcium you take in each day may not be used effectively. Worse, it might end up in your blood vessels or soft tissues, causing calcium buildup in arteries, joint pain, or muscle stiffness. For older adults, this is not just uncomfortable. It increases the risk of broken bones and limits movement. Vitamin K acts like a smart commander, guiding calcium into your bones and teeth, where strength is needed, and stopping it from settling in places where it does not belong. Because of this, bones become denser, stronger, and less likely to fracture, even if you slip or fall. A study from Tufts University found that seniors with higher blood levels of vitamin K tend to have better bone density, fewer cases of osteoporosis, and faster recovery after falling. Vitamin K is not just good for bones. It also helps maintain joint flexibility and muscle strength, which is especially important for your legs. Your knees carry your whole body weight. When you have enough vitamin K, your knee joints move more smoothly, morning stiffness reduces, and chronic inflammation, one of the top causes of persistent joint pain in older adults, can also improve. If you have ever felt knee pain after sitting too long, or struggled to stretch your legs after walking a lot, you might be lacking vitamin K without knowing it. Vitamin K also helps regulate the calcium inside muscle cells. This keeps your movement smooth, controlled, and less likely to go off balance. This is key for seniors to stay steady when turning or climbing stairs. These small improvements may happen quietly, but they can make a big difference after just a few weeks of consistent vitamin K intake. You can get vitamin K in two main forms, K1 and K2. K1 is found mostly in green leafy vegetables like kale, spinach, bok choy, cabbage, and broccoli. Just 1 cup of cooked greens per day can help you get closer to your goal of stronger legs. K2 is more common in fermented foods such as natto-fermented soybeans, aged cheeses, eggs, liver, and animal-based products. Vitamin K2 stays in the body longer and is especially good at guiding calcium properly, especially in people with low bone density or those taking high doses of calcium. However, if you are taking blood-thinning medication, you must talk to your doctor before changing your vitamin K intake. It may interfere with how your medication works. For those without any restrictions, adding a bit of green vegetables to your lunch or a boiled egg to your breakfast can be an easy and effective way to increase your vitamin K. When your body has enough vitamin K, you will likely feel the changes clearly: less joint pain, steadier steps, and no more morning stiffness in the knees. This is a solid step toward protecting your legs and keeping your mobility strong for the long term. Have you ever heard of vitamin K before in your daily meals? Are you eating green vegetables often enough? Please share with me how you use these foods, so we can discover even more simple and effective ways to protect your bones and joints right from your kitchen. 4. Vitamin B6. If you have ever felt that simply standing up from a chair or climbing a few steps leaves your legs feeling tired and drained, the reason might be a lack of a little-known vitamin. That is vitamin B6. This is a vital nutrient that helps maintain muscle strength, supports recovery after movement, and ensures that nerve signals travel smoothly to every muscle fiber. Vitamin B6 is involved in protein synthesis in the body. This process is essential for building and maintaining lean muscle mass. As we age, the ability to regenerate muscle decreases. Without enough protein and the vitamins that help process it, muscles can shrink, grow weaker, and become less resilient. When B6 is lacking, the body cannot use protein properly. This results in weakness, fatigue, and muscles that tire much more easily. But B6 does more than support muscle. It also plays a critical role in nerve signal transmission between the brain and body, especially in the lower limbs. Without enough B6, electrical impulses are interrupted or sent incorrectly. This can lead to numbness, tingling, a sense of instability, or unsteady walking without a clear reason. These are symptoms that many older adults experience and often mistake as just signs of aging. Another important function of vitamin B6 is its role in regulating inflammation in muscles. When you move or exercise, your muscles can develop mild inflammation. That is normal. But when the body is low in B6, this inflammation can become prolonged, leading to chronic pain and slower recovery. Regular B6 supplementation helps reduce post-activity muscle pain from tasks like walking, gardening, or standing for long periods. These everyday activities can be exhausting for seniors if they lack proper support. Vitamin B6 is also needed to make red blood cells. These cells deliver oxygen to muscles. When B6 is low, red blood cell production drops, muscles receive less oxygen, and fatigue sets in quickly. That explains why many seniors feel out of breath after a short walk or need frequent breaks when climbing stairs. You can find vitamin B6 in many familiar foods like chicken, salmon, tuna, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas, and whole grains. A meal with steamed fish, boiled vegetables, and a small potato already brings you closer to your daily B6 needs. The recommended amount for older men is around 1.7 milligrams per day, and for older women about 1.5 milligrams. However, if your diet lacks variety or you have digestive problems, supplements may be needed. Ask a healthcare professional for guidance. Vitamin B6 is water-soluble, so any excess is usually removed through urine. Still, taking high doses for a long time is not advised, as it may affect nerve function. It is best to get just enough through food or supplements and maintain that daily. You may notice stronger muscles, less pain after activity, better sleep, and more energy. These are signs that your body is recovering, thanks to the support from vitamin B6. This is a perfect example of how small changes can make a big difference. Have you ever noticed faster muscle recovery after changing your diet? Are there any B6-rich foods you find easy and enjoyable to eat? I would love to hear your thoughts, because sometimes a small tip can be a big solution for someone trying to regain their strength. Vitamin B12. There is a small vitamin that plays a big role in helping you maintain smooth coordination between your nervous system and muscles. That vitamin is vitamin B12. Unlike calcium or vitamin D, which are often discussed, B12 works quietly in the background, helping you control each movement smoothly and accurately. If you are lacking this vitamin, your legs may gradually lose strength, sensation, and the ability to react without you even realizing it at first. Vitamin B12 acts as the controller that manages how signals travel from the brain to the legs. It makes sure nerve impulses move clearly and effectively. When your body lacks B12, this system starts to break down. You may feel heaviness in your legs, unsteady walking, or a tingling feeling in your feet like pins and needles. These signs are often mistaken for normal aging, when in fact they can be improved with the right supplements. The problem is, B12 is not absorbed easily. To absorb B12 from food, your stomach needs to produce both acid and a special protein called intrinsic factor. However, with age, the stomach produces less acid, especially if you are taking heartburn medications or acid blockers for a long time. This quietly disrupts B12 absorption, often without any symptoms, until problems begin to show. In addition to weak muscles, vitamin B12 deficiency can damage peripheral nerves, lower reflexes, and reduce coordination. That is why many older adults feel like their legs do not respond as they used to. They may trip more easily, lose balance while walking, or even struggle to rise from a chair. If this is not identified and treated in time, nerve damage from B12 deficiency can become permanent. The good news is, correcting B12 levels can bring improvement quite quickly. Studies have shown that when seniors take proper B12 supplements, their leg strength, walking ability, and movement sharpness improve noticeably. Many people report feeling lighter on their feet and less tired after short walks. So where can you find vitamin B12? Unlike many other vitamins, B12 is found almost exclusively in animal-based foods such as liver, lean meat, eggs, seafood, milk, and dairy products. If you eat very little meat or follow a vegetarian diet, there is a high chance you may be lacking B12 without knowing it. In that case, fortified foods like plant-based milks with added B12 or breakfast cereals, along with B12 supplements, are important solutions. The good news is, B12 is one of the safest vitamins to supplement. Any extra B12 is usually removed from the body through urine. If you have trouble absorbing it, your doctor may recommend sublingual tablets or regular injections, which go directly into your bloodstream and bypass digestion. According to general guidelines, older adults need around 2-4 micrograms of vitamin B12 per day, but if you have absorption issues or anemia, your doctor may advise higher doses. It is best to check your blood B12 level regularly if you are in a high-risk group. Keeping your legs strong is not just about muscles and bones. It also depends on nerves, reflexes, and smooth communication between your brain and every fiber of your body. Vitamin B12 is the silent bridge that keeps those signals flowing. Do not let a hidden deficiency slow you down without your knowledge. Have you ever had your B12 levels checked? Do you regularly eat B12-rich foods? Or have you been following a vegetarian diet for a long time? If you have any questions or personal experiences to share, feel free to comment below. Your story might help someone else strengthen their legs by making one small change each day. 6. Magnesium. If you have ever been forced to sit up in the middle of the night because of painful leg cramps, your body may be lacking magnesium. This is a mineral that is often overlooked, but plays an extremely important role in keeping the legs of older adults flexible, steady, and strong. Magnesium helps your muscles contract and relax smoothly. It also controls fatigue, eases pain, and supports balance. Every step you take, every time you stretch your leg or stand up from a chair, magnesium is there, helping the muscles work in rhythm. When magnesium levels are healthy, your muscles move smoothly and easily, but when magnesium is low, your muscles can suddenly tighten and cramp. This leads to painful cramps, numbness, and especially that unsteady feeling that many older adults experience. Magnesium also calms nerve signals that are overactive. This is especially important for those who often feel tense muscles, twitching, or restless legs at night. Many seniors report that after adding magnesium to their routine, they no longer wake up with leg cramps and they sleep better. They wake up feeling lighter and stronger in the legs. Another important point is that magnesium helps build bones and works with calcium more effectively. Without magnesium to guide it, calcium may be stored in the wrong places. Long-term magnesium deficiency not only causes joint pain and stiffness, but also directly affects bone density and mobility. So if you want your body to absorb and use calcium well, magnesium must be present. The issue is that magnesium is easily lost in older adults. Medications like diuretics, acid reducers, and blood pressure pills can cause magnesium to leave the body faster. Also, many diets lack enough green vegetables, seeds, beans, and whole grains. That is why magnesium deficiency happens silently and more commonly than many people think. This could explain why even people who eat regularly still feel their legs growing weaker and slower to respond. To fix this, you can begin with small changes in your meals. Magnesium is found in familiar foods like avocado, pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, bananas, spinach, and other legumes and seeds. Just a few roasted seeds in your breakfast, a banana smoothie, or some cooked greens at dinner can help you gradually build up magnesium naturally. However, if food is not enough, you can talk with your doctor about magnesium supplements. Forms like magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate are easy to absorb and less likely to upset your stomach. Most people take between 300 and 400 milligrams per day. Still, it is important to watch how your body reacts and avoid taking too much. Once you restore healthy magnesium levels, you may notice big changes. Nighttime cramps will fade, your walking will become more stable, and your stamina will improve during longer walks or stair climbing. Magnesium is not just a regular electrolyte. It is a quiet partner that helps you regain control over your body's movements. Have you ever paid attention to how much magnesium is in your meals? Is there a magnesium-rich food you enjoy eating often? If so, please share with me. Your story might help someone else who is struggling with cramps find a new path to better leg health. 7. Potassium. Have you ever felt your legs trembling after standing for a long time, or maybe you took just a few steps, but your legs felt stiff and heavy like they were tied down? That might be your body's way of warning you that it is low on potassium. Though potassium is a familiar mineral, it is often overlooked when we talk about leg health. In reality, it plays a fundamental role in keeping your muscles flexible, preventing cramps, and allowing each movement to be controlled and steady. Potassium helps regulate the electric signals that travel from the brain to the muscles. When you are low on potassium, these signals become scrambled or weak. As a result, your muscles may suddenly cramp or, on the other hand, may fail to contract when needed. This leads to trembling legs, weakness, or the feeling that your legs are out of control. This is one of the most common causes of poor balance or falling in older adults, often without a clear reason. In addition to affecting nerves and muscles, potassium also helps manage fluid balance inside cells. This is very important, because if water and electrolytes are not balanced, muscles can feel stiff or tire quickly. Potassium also helps neutralize acid in the body. If your internal environment becomes too acidic, your bones start losing minerals to restore balance. This leads to weaker bones and legs. A diet rich in potassium not only makes your muscles more flexible, but also helps keep your bones strong over time. The problem is that many people do not get enough potassium through daily meals. In fact, the recommended daily potassium intake for older adults is about 400 milligrams for men and 600 milligrams for women. But most people get only about half of that. Those who take diuretics, blood pressure medication, or eat few fruits and vegetables are at even higher risk of deficiency, often without realizing it. Fortunately, potassium is found in many common foods. Most people think of bananas when it comes to potassium. But actually, a baked potato with the skin has nearly 900 milligrams of potassium, more than double the amount in a medium banana. Other potassium-rich foods include avocados, spinach, white beans, oranges, cantaloupe, and sweet potatoes. Including a variety of these foods in your daily meals can help keep your potassium levels stable in a natural way. In some special cases, such as with people who have kidney disease or electrolyte disorders, potassium intake needs to be carefully monitored by a doctor. Never take potassium supplements on your own unless prescribed by a healthcare provider. Too much potassium can affect your heart rhythm and lead to serious problems. When your potassium levels are balanced, you will likely notice real improvements. Your legs feel more flexible, cramps are less frequent, and your ability to stay balanced improves clearly. Many people who added potassium-rich foods to their diet have found they can stand longer, walk farther, and no longer feel like their legs are going to give out after daily chores like shopping or cleaning. Are you eating enough vegetables and fruits to meet your daily potassium needs? Which of these foods do you enjoy most and eat often? Do not hesitate to share your answers. Together, we can support each other in the journey to restore strength to our legs in a simple yet lasting way. After going through these 7 essential vitamins and minerals that support leg strength, you may now have a clearer picture of how muscles, bones, and joints change with age. Leg cramps are no longer just a minor problem. That feeling of instability, the struggle to walk, or legs that feel weaker day by day are not simply normal signs of aging. These are quiet signals from your body that something is missing. And the good news is, you can restore it. You do not need to change everything in a single day. Just one small action, adding a few green vegetables to lunch, choosing milk fortified with vitamin D, or walking in the morning sunlight for 10 minutes can make a big difference if you stay consistent. The strength of your legs does not depend only on your age. It depends on what you give them every day. Remember, every steady step you take today builds the foundation for a more independent future. You do not need to walk fast. You do not need to do a lot. You just need to keep moving. If your legs are feeling weaker, do not blame time. Ask yourself, have you given them enough nutrients, enough movement, and enough care? I hope that the information shared today has helped you understand what affects your leg health and what you can do to make it better. If you found this information useful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss future content. We are always here, ready to support you in your journey toward healthier, stronger living. Are you currently using any of the vitamins we talked about today? Which part surprised you the most? Please share your experience in the comments. What you say could help someone else who is also looking for a way to strengthen their legs. Every personal story is a valuable piece in our shared journey. Wishing you strength, peace, and confidence in every step you take. See you in the next video.